In today's video lecture, we are going to see a problem based on completing the square method. We know that completing the square method is used to find out the root of a solution. This question which we are going to do today is taken from exercise 5.3, question 1. Find the roots of the following by completing the square method. It is present in exercise 5.3 in SSC TS SCRT textbook, and it is present in exercise 4.3 for CBSE and CERT. And in CBSE it is present in question 1 third bit, whereas in SSC it is question 1 second bit. The equation is same for both. The equation is 4x squared plus 4 root 3x plus 3 is equals to 0. So did you understand the question? The question is you have to find out the roots by using completing the square method. It means that you have to find out the value of x from this equation, and the method which you are going to use is completing the square method. So what is completing the square method? This completing the square method means that we are going to have squares in this. Okay, we are going to have squares in this. That is, first I will show by solving. Watch the video till the end because I am going to show you the steps and with the procedure at the end of the video. So first try to understand the sum. So first, what to do in completing the square method is that verify whether the equation is of the form of ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So my step 1 will be always I have to verify whether my equation is of the form of ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0. Okay, then after verifying if it is of the form ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0, you can proceed with the sum. That is, what you do is you have to observe the coefficient of x squared. Here the coefficient of x squared is 4. What do we mean by coefficient? Coefficient is the number which is attached before the variable. Here the variable is x squared, so the coefficient of x squared is 4. So whatever coefficient is there for x squared, that you divide with everything here. That is my first step in completing the square method. Okay, that is, here what we will do is 4x squared divided by 4 plus 4 root 3x divided by 4 plus 3 by 4 is equals to 0. This is my procedure of completing the square method. That is, I will make my coefficient of x squared as 1. For that, I will multiply all the three variables, or all the three terms I will divide with the coefficient of x squared. As the coefficient of x squared is 4 here, I am dividing this all three terms with divided by 4. And so 4 ones are 4, 4 ones are 4. So I am getting with 1 into x squared is x squared now, and the coefficient of x squared is 1. Plus here also 4 ones are 4, 4 ones are 4. I am left with root 3x. I know 3 and 4 will not go in any table, so I will keep it as it is. That is 3 by 4 is equals to 0. This was my step 1. Here my step 2 will be I have to send the constant on the RHS, that is right hand side. So what I will do is that I will send this plus 3 by 4 on the other side. So x squared plus root 3x will be on the left hand side, LHS only, plus 3 by 4 I am sending that side, so it becomes minus 3 by 4. Now, observe this x squared plus root 3x. This x squared plus root 3x is of the form of algebraic identity a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Here I have only a squared plus 2ab. I am not having plus b squared on the LHS. Right, if I compare this with the algebraic identity of a squared plus 2ab. So, I will compare this a squared plus 2ab. This, if you observe, this is of the form of a squared plus 2ab plus b square. Since we have only a square plus 2ab, I will come. This is a square and this is 2ab term. I don't have b square. So a square plus 2ab I am comparing with x square plus root 3x. Okay. So compare both. What do you observe? A square, x square. If a square is x square means, what is my a term? A square is x square means a term is x. Square square gets cancelled, right? If a square is equals to x square, a value is x here. And what is b? To find out b, we are equating this 2ab with root 3x. But just now we got the value of a as x. So 2 into x into b is equals to root 3x. Now x will get cancelled on both sides. 2b is equals to root 3 or b is equals to root 3 by 2. So what is the value of b I got? I got the value of b as root 3 by 2. What b is it? It is b of algebraic identity, and ai value I got as x. But I don't want b. I want b square. How to find out b square? Simply square root 3 by 2. So b square is root 3 by 2 whole square. Once you get root 3 by 2 whole square, my next step will be I have to add this, that is 1 by 2 b by a whole square on both LHS and RHS. What is my step 3? I have to add this b square value which we got, root 3 by 2 whole square. It is in the form of half b by a. So I have to add this algebraic identity b square on both sides. BS I'm writing for both sides. Which both sides am I talking about? I'm talking about this LHS side and this RHS side. That is, to this x square plus root 3x, I'm going to add b square value, that is root 3 by 2 whole square. And also on the RHS, that is minus 3 by 4, I'm going to add root 3 by 2 whole square, because that is the value of b square we are getting. So x square plus root 3x plus, what is the value of b square I got? Root 3 by 2 whole square. So root 3 by 2 whole square is equals to whatever I'm adding on LHS. Always remember, same thing we have to add on RHS. So minus 3 by 4 plus root 3 by 2 whole square implies, compare this. Now we have the full algebraic identity here. A square plus 2ab plus b square. Earlier we had only a square plus 2ab term, but now we also have b square. So we know a square plus 2ab plus b square is in the form of a plus b whole square. Right? A square plus 2ab plus b square is equals to a plus b whole square. Right? Now, what do we observe? We got a is x and we got b is root 3 by 2. So as I got a is x and b is root 3 by 2, I am going to write this in the form of a plus b whole square. What is a? X plus, I have plus sign here now. So this is a square plus 2ab plus b square. So a plus, what is b I got? B I got as root 3 by 2. So x plus root 3 by 2 whole square. That is, I have written this in the form of a plus b whole square. This is my a square plus 2ab plus b square. Now I have written this in the form of a plus b whole square is equals to, now solve this RHS, minus 3 by 4 as it is. Here root and square will get cancelled. I'm left with 3, and this square belongs to denominator also. So 2 square is 4. Now minus 3 by 4 and plus 3 by 4 both are same with opposite signs, minus and plus, so both will get cancelled. Now I'm left with x plus root 3 by 2 whole square. So my step 4 will be, I have to send this square the other side, that is on RHS. So what am I left with? I am left with a 0 here, because minus 3 by 4 and plus 3 by 4 is getting cancelled, means on the RHS I have 0. So I am having x plus root 3 by 2 whole square is equals to 0 here. Okay, what am I doing is send the square on RHS. When square goes on that side, it becomes square root. Okay, so this is becoming x plus root 3 by 2 is equals to root 0, but we know root 0 is 0 only. So x plus root 3 by 2 is equals to 0. Right, and if we open root also, we know plus 0 and minus 0 both are same. So these minus won't matter here. Remember, whenever we open root, we will get plus and minus, two signs. But here root 0 means we have plus 0 and minus 0 means both mean the same thing. That is, 0 value is 0 whether we have plus 0 or minus 0. Okay, so we have x plus root 3 by 2 is equals to 0. Now I have x is equals to minus root 3 by 2, comma again x is equals to minus root 3 by 2. You may wonder, why am I having minus root 3 by 2 and minus root 3 by 2? Okay, remember, whenever you have a quadratic equation, that is whose degree is 2, it will have two roots. Okay, so as I have got this value as 0 here, remember what was the formula? X is equals to minus b by 2a when d is equals to 0, discriminant is 0. So here I am getting this value as 0, as I am getting the value of this as 0, and we know root 0, it does not have any value as plus 0 and minus 0. So both the roots are same, that is equal roots I will have here. That is x is equals to minus root 3 by 2 and x is equals to minus root 3 by 2. So what is the value of roots I got by completing the square method? Minus root 3 by 2 and minus root 3 by 2. Therefore, the roots are minus root 3 by 2 comma minus root 3 by 2. Now, before explaining you the procedure, I will do one more sum, okay, so that you will get familiar with this procedure of completing the square method on solving the problems. So the next sum we are going to do is from exercise 5.3 SSC question 1 4th bit, and in CBSE also it is from exercise 4.3 question 1 4th bit. You have to find out the roots by completing the square method, and the equation is x squared plus 5 is equals to minus 6x. What is my step 1? I have to ensure that my equation is of the standard form of quadratic polynomial of ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. But is this equation in the standard form? No, this equation is not in standard form. So make this equation in standard form first. So we know that in standard form, x squared term will be first. First, I will bring this minus 6x on LHS. Why am I bringing minus 6 on LHS? Because I know on the RHS I should get 0. So when minus 6 comes on LHS, it becomes plus 6x. Now as I have taken this minus 6 on this side, I am getting on RHS 0. Now rearrange this again. X squared, I know after x squared term, I get 6x term. So 6x plus 5 is equals to 0. Now this equation is of the standard form. So this is my step 1. That is, I got my equation in standard form of ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0. And also, what do you observe? You observe that the coefficient of x squared here is 1. So no need to divide it by anything. In the earlier sum, we divided with 4 because the coefficient of x squared was 4. But here the coefficient of x squared is 1. So no need to divide. So this is my step 1. Now my step 2 is I should take this constant on the RHS. So x squared plus 6x is equals to plus 5. If it goes outside, becomes minus 5. So now what to do next? Again compare this. This is the form of a square plus 2ab. B square term is missing from this. So we will compare a square plus 2ab algebraic identity with x square plus 6x. So if I compare this, a square is x square means here also a is x. Okay. And what did I get? 2ab is being compared to 6x. A value here I got as x, so substitute x into b is equals to 6x. X is present here on the LHS as well as x is present on RHS. X will get cancelled. 2b is equals to 6. I need the value of b from this. So b is equals to 6 as it is. Here into 2 is there. Into 2 if it goes outside becomes divided by 2. 2 1s are 2, 2 3s are 6. I got the value of b as 3. But we don't want the value of b. We want the value of b square. So square 3. So 3 square will get. If we square this 3. So b square is 3 squared. Okay. A I got as x from the algebraic identity and b I got as 3. This you have to do in working. Okay. Now what to do? Step 3. Add b square term on both LHS and RHS. Adding b square is equals to 3 square on both LHS and RHS. Okay. B is I'm writing both sides. So x square plus 6x. Which both sides? This side and this side. So x square plus 6x plus 3 whole square is equal to minus 5 as it is. Again, I'll add on RHS 3 square because I'm adding this 3 square on LHS as well as I'm adding this 3 square on RHS. Okay, adding 3 square on LHS as well as adding 3 square on RHS. Now observe, this is full algebraic identity a square plus 2ab plus b square. Compare it, a square plus 2ab plus b square. So if I compare this with a square plus 2ab plus b square, I know a square plus 2ab plus b square is what? A square plus 2ab plus b square is a plus b whole square. So x plus 3 whole square is equals to minus 5 as it is, plus 3 3s are 9 I got. Okay. So x plus 3 whole square is equals to what is 9 minus 5? 9 minus 5 is 4. Now what to do next? Step 4, send the square that side. So what we do is, what did we get? X plus 3 whole square is equals to 4. So we know that when square goes that side, that is my step 4, it becomes square root. So step 4 is x plus 3 is equal to, square when it goes outside becomes square root of 4. So x plus 3 is equals to, square root of 4 is 2. We know why? Because 2 square is 4, but I want square root of 4 means send this, 2 square is 4, right? But I want square root of 4 means send this square that side. When square goes that side, becomes square root of 4. So I know that square root of 4 is 2. So in place of square root of 4, I am writing 2. Okay, and remember, whenever we open the square root, we will get plus 2 or minus 2. So we get two conditions. One is x plus 3 is equals to plus 2. Another condition is x plus 3 is equals to minus 2. Because plus and minus both are there. One time we are writing with plus, other time we are writing with minus. So x plus 3, we want the value of x, right? So x is equals to plus 2 as it is. Plus 3, if it goes at that side, it becomes minus 3. So x is equals to minus 1 we got. And here, when x is equals to minus 2 as it is, plus 3 if it goes that side, it becomes minus 3. So x is equals to minus 5. So what are the roots I got from this sum? Roots are minus 1 and minus 5. These are the steps which I follow for completing the square method. My step 1 is I have to ensure that my equation is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c, and whatever coefficient you are having for x square, that is here the coefficient of x square is a, divide that a with ax square, bx and c. Then my step 2 is I have to rearrange the equation and bring the constant term on the RHS right hand side, and then I compare the 2ab term with the term which is given in the question, and I'll get the value of 1 by 2 b by a whole square. That 1 by 2 b by a whole square. In step 3 I have to add on both LHS and RHS to make it a perfect square, and then I'll get some whole square with the term. So that square when it goes outside becomes square root. So when it goes and becomes square root, we know we have a plus value and minus value. Suppose if the answer, which is before applying square root, if we get the value as minus, then remember that roots do not exist if you're getting minus. If you're getting plus or 0, then roots will exist. Okay, so this was the method of completing the square method. We find out the value of x after that. Thank you very much for watching. If you understand this video, if you understand the sums which I did by completing the square method, please share the video with your friends and like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you.